Georgia Philly, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. Listen, I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning. Listen, we got a lot to touch on this morning. We got to talk about the post-spring top 25. That comes out every year, and usually they evaluate each spring practice, each team, the talent that they've seen displayed. And look, they made their evaluations. Top 25 has came out. And look, we're going to take a look at that. We want to know what you guys think. Do you think USC is in the right position where they're ranked at? Also, we want to talk about Josh Peck. Look, much props to him. He's a national analyst, man, and he works for 24/7 Sports. And look, he made some very telling comments that we've already known. I posted on my Instagram, talking about how he grew up in the South and grew up hating USC. But we want to go in a little bit depth and a little bit deeper as to what he was talking about as it relates to USC and where they're at now. Are they going in that same trajectory right now? We're going to talk about that as well. Also, we want to talk about what's USC's biggest needs, man. Especially last year, you look at it, where we were at as far as from an offensive perspective. So where we're at right now, let's take a look at that. What are our biggest needs in the portal? Let's take a look at this information real quick. You guys know where you can find me. It's going to be USCJ32 on Twitter, USCJ on Instagram. Let's take a look at that real quick. Let's go. This is Josh Peck right here, but I want to play just a few minutes well, not even a few minutes, just maybe about 30, 40 seconds of some comments that he made, and I want to discuss that, just talk about that briefly. And look, he was talking about USC. He talked about Pete Carroll era. You see here, he had 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 7, and 8. And you see 12-1, 13-0, 12-1, 11-2, 11-2, and 12-1. So look, he was talking about those top 5 seasons. And look, I'll tell you what, man. That's 6 seasons. And I tell you what, he talked about how if USC actually gets it rolling, that look, it's no other program, even Alabama or Georgia. Now, this is a guy that's actually from Georgia. That he's keeping it real. Let's just give him his props. Go look at his channel. He's on 24/7 Sports. Go back and look at the whole thing. It was about 9 minutes worth of commentary that he gave, but he just really kind of stated the case for USC, and I think everybody is starting to understand and recognize the same way he's recognizing it. He's just being honest about it, and look, I can only respect that. Let's listen to a couple of comments that he made real quick, and here it is right here.
As old as time, but I'm going to tell you once more. As a local youth growing up in the South, when Pete Carroll was on his run, this was the most despised program in America. I was raised to, among many other things, just hate USC. They represented everything that was wrong with college football. You know, you're supposed to go to school and you're supposed to grind it out and suffer and sweat and blood and everything like that. And then Saturday you can have some fun, and then all of a sudden there are these jerks out on the West Coast, and they all got sunglasses on, and there's a palm tree in the background, and they're tan, and they look like they're just living the best life imaginable, and they're dominating on Saturdays. You're supposed to have one or the other. You weren't supposed to have both. This was my upbringing. And that was a lot of the upbringing for people east of the Mississippi River watching what USC did. I can't even imagine being a West Coast team during that run. That run, by the way, Pete Carroll, do you understand from 03 to 08? Here's what USC did. If you're in college, pay attention. This is what you missed. 03 to 08. Yeah, that fledgling USC program you've become accustomed to not caring about. 12-1, 13-0, 12-1, 11-2, 11-2, 12-1. They had national championships mixed in there. They had Heisman's mixed in there. I don't really care what the NCAA's taken away. I understand greatness when I saw it, and I also understand it could be that way again. But it's up to Lincoln Riley, isn't it? Is Lincoln Riley the next Pete Carroll? I really wish I didn't just say it.
All right, so he's keeping it real. We are, and you guys know, we've talked about this. All of us know that. We understand that. So look, man, you guys hit me in the comments. What are your thoughts on Josh Peck? I honestly, I couldn't believe he was actually saying that. But, I can only respect everything that he had to say yesterday as it relates to USC. And I think he kind of sees the writing on the wall right now. I think he sees it's trending in that direction. And as we always stated on this program, as we've been stating on this program, we see it absolutely trending in that direction to be another powerhouse. And all we have to do is just cross that hump and at least just get us in the top 50 defense, which is something I believe that we can do, which will bring me now to what is USC's biggest need. I was having a conversation yesterday with some individuals, and look, what is USC's biggest need? We don't need any more offensive production. Look, USC already, and we're going to get ready to take a look at that. Hold on for a second. Let's take a look. Let's go. And as you see here last year, we finished the season with the top 3 offense in the country. You see there, we have 14 games. And look, man, I tell you, USC has absolutely, we averaged, over 40-some points a game. And so, I think right now, and you guys remember, even when we didn't have, because I hear a lot of people say that we need some more receivers. No, I think we got plenty. When you look at Dorian Singer, you look at Mario Williams, Michael Jackson, Zach Branch, Jacoby Lane, Deuce Robinson, all these guys that are coming in, forgive me if I'm missing some because there's plenty more. Taj Washington, you look at the guys we had, and we kind of experienced that same thing last year when Jordan Addison and Mario went out. The production was still there. Caleb Williams had his best game. He had over 500 yards passing last year. So look, you guys hit me in the comment section. I think right now, as it stands, they've already projected us to have an offense that's absolutely better than last year as it stands right now. So the position of needs can't be adding more firepower because we have plenty. I've heard the Marvin Harrison Jr. I've heard all these different. Look, if it stands the way it is right now, don't forget Jacoby Lane coming out of Arizona. We got plenty of receivers. Kyron Ware, Hudson, Brendan Rice. Forgive me, I'm missing all kinds of guys. They come into my mind as I talk. We have plenty of production right now at USC to proceed with a healthy, strong offense like we had last year. And the national analysts now are projecting us to have a better offense. So the position of needs has to be on the defensive side of the ball. And so we're looking at Bear. We're looking at nothing but defensive. And we don't even have to. I will suggest this. When you're looking at it from a perspective of defense, Lincoln Riley himself said the defensive linebackers are the strongest group. Mason Cobb, Tacky Curtis, Rajon David, Shane Lee. You still got Gentry. We got multiple guys. You still got plenty of guys there that, some names slip in my mind. Plenty of guys there that are absolutely capable, more than capable of playing. And even when we're looking at the edge position, you got Solo who's stepping up now. You still got your Corey Foreman. You got Jamil Muhammad, of course, who's going to be starting. You got Jack Sullivan. You got plenty of guys on the edge. You still got Ramilo Height that's going to get healthy. You still got a Solomon Bird that's going to get healthy. So we got plenty of guys on the edge. On the defense, Sam Green. You still got plenty of guys on the edge that, from a defensive end perspective and from a rush end perspective. And forgive me for not mentioning Anthony Lucas. So we got multiple guys. So the real answer is we need somebody there that's going to help Keon Bars. Pepe. We don't know if Kobe Pepe if he's gonna transfer or not, even though he's in the transfer portal. But he appeared to step up. So you got multiple guys that are there, but we need maybe one or two more in the interior play next to Keon Bars. And look, I think that's going to complete this team to be a better team, man. You guys hit me in the comment. What is the major position of needs do you guys feel like? I feel like it's defensive tackle to get us over the hump. Hit me in the comments, man. What do you guys think about that? And then what do you guys think about Josh Peck? Let's take a look at this post-spring top 25. All right, so as it stands, these national analysts had an opportunity to review every spring practice, every spring game, and then you got some more games coming up this weekend. I think Oregon plays this weekend. If I'm not mistaken, Oklahoma plays this weekend. You got some games that come up this weekend that I haven't seen. I've only seen a few games. I know Michigan, Ohio State. You had a few games go on, Georgia. So look, what are your thoughts on this? So you see here, you see the top. I'm not going to just go through. I'll go through them real quick. Ohio State 1, Bama 2, Georgia 3, LSU 4, Texas 5, Michigan 6, and here we are, USC number 7. What do you guys think? Do you guys feel comfortable? Do you guys think we're in the right spot? Do you think we're too low? Do you think we're too high? Clemson 8, Notre Dame. My question, I do question LSU and I question Texas both. I question both of those guys. Look, I'm going to tell you some teams that I'm very high on already coming into the season. I'm high on Oregon State. I'm high on Washington. Florida, man, the jury's still out on them. The jury's still out on Texas A&M. The jury's still out on Ole Miss. But I am high on Tennessee. Oregon, I think they're going to be okay. And Utah, of course, Notre Dame. But look, man, Texas and LSU has no business being where they're at right now. I'm not even sure about Oklahoma at number 11. Oregon State, I mentioned them. Let's see. North Carolina, look, with that quarterback Drake May coming back, I really think they're too low. So, man, you guys hit me in the comments. You hit me with, tell me what you think. Where do you think USC should be ranked at? Are you guys good with this? All right, so that is the top 25 after the spring, the postseason top 25. You guys hit me in the comments. Let me know USC ranked number 7. Look, do you guys agree with that? Look, I'm good with that. I feel like long as we're in the top 10, I feel like we're good right now. You guys hit me in the comments. You guys let me know what you think. But then I want to know what you guys think as well as it relates to Josh Pate's comments, man. Man, is that surprising? It's not surprising to me. All of us always know that. We've always talked about that. Listen, when I started this show last year, this was kind of one of the things that I addressed, and I made reference to that. And I said, look, when I first got it going, I said, look, when USC ever wakes up and they get it rolling, I said, look, they put this is what we got to understand. They put these sanctions on USC after the Reggie Bush thing, and it was almost like a SMU, like a death sentence. And you guys remember when I started this time last year, actually it was in January last year, this program, and I made reference to that, and I talked about that, and once you guys got to understand, it is a big business. ESPN, along with the SEC, all of them being tied in together, you guys got to understand, this is a big business. So when USC gets this thing rolling, when they get it rolling from a recruiting perspective, when they get it rolling on all levels, look, they're not only just a local brand, a state brand, but they are a national brand. And look, you guys remember, like I've stated before, we've always had the ability to pull recruits from all over the country. And USC, you talking about Alabama, Georgia, these teams that's doing it, they really didn't, it's not even on the same level. Josh Pate also made reference to that. So look, man, you guys hit me in the comment section. And what are your thoughts on USC winning the Pac-12 50%? They up there at the top. Super West Coast Sports reporting that. So look, man, you guys hit me in the comments. You guys let me know what you think. Look, until later on, everybody stay blessed. Make sure you guys get up, get out, and make some things happen. Until later on, fight on, fight on, fight on.